Start off on all fours with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, and then you can either go into parallel with both legs parallel to each other and your pelvis level. Readjust your posture if needed. You can always try and use a mat for support, or you can fold a towel or a blanket, or if you have a yoga bolster, you can obviously use that. If you don't need to use that and you can play around with your front leg slightly more, you can bring it out and then start exploring how deep into the posture you would like to go. You can keep your arms straight, you can stay on your forearms, or you can go into the full pigeon pose. From there, we are going to bring both hands onto the inside of your knee, and we are going to walk away from the knee. Try and not to lose your posture while you're walking your hands away from the knee. After that, you can try and walk your hands over to the other side. And same as with the other variations, you can either keep your arms straight, slightly bend, or you can go into the full pigeon pose. Then we'll go into a short pigeon flow. From a normal pigeon pose, we're going to bring your chest towards the mat with your arms slightly wider. And then on the exhalation, slowly extending your arms around your spine, and we'll repeat it for a few times. After which, you can come into a little twist towards the front knee. You can explore the pose slightly deeper by taking your knee off the mat and really extending into the heel, so straightening up your back leg. You can then bend your knee if you want to, or if you can. You don't have to, you can just hold the pose. You can hold onto that foot with one hand, both hands, or just hold a normal pigeon pose. Again, you can play around with where you want to be. You can play around with the position of your arms, legs. See how it feels for you. We're going to repeat it on the left side. So same as before, just choose the position which is more comfortable for you, and keep your arms either straight or bent, or you can go into the full pigeon pose with your arms on the floor, chest to the mat. After that, same as on the other side, we are just going to walk your hands into both directions. First, we are going to go away from your knee. Feel the stretch in your sides and your glutes. Spending a couple of breaths in there. And then we are going to walk your hands over to the other side. And remember, you can play around with the position of your arms. You can keep them straight, you can keep them bent. It's up to you. After that, we're going to come into a little twist towards the bent knee. Keeping your shoulders back and down, opening up through the chest. And we can finish it off. Almost finish it off. With a nice pigeon flow. And the last one, you can play around with your back leg now. So you can try and take your knee off the mat and really extend into the heel. You can bend that knee this or with one hand, or you can just keep your normal posture. After the pigeon variations, we're going to come into the side stretch. So you can just roll over onto your satin bones and keep one leg straight and keep one leg bent. I would advise to keep your straight leg absolutely straight so that there's no bending of the knee and really extending into the heel. And when you come into the stretch, just make sure that your arm stays above your head so that you lengthen it through the side. We are going to repeat it on both sides. And then we'll do a couple of more stretches to finish up the sequence. You can stretch out your inner thighs.